This is Travis Wayne Goodsell. We have not just breaking news, we have shocking news that I am shocked. Here we have the Deseret News has sent me a breaking news alert through my email. Wow, wow. There's a reason why the whole First Presidency and Quorum of the 12 never appeared together anywhere, even at conference. They always have somebody or a few people attending in another building. This unbelievable what they're doing here. The entire First Presidency, Quorum of the 12, to attend Rome Temple dedication. This was this morning at 9 a.m. My goodness, we aren't kidding about the warning sign that I did a video on yesterday. Oh my God. So the dedication is going to be Sunday, I understand. Let's read over it here. A history-making new temple in Rome has senior Latter-day Saint leaders making some extraordinary history of their own. For the first time, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints has placed one of its most sacred buildings in the land of the Bible. No, are you kidding me? Tad, Rome is not a sacred land of the Bible. And to dedicate it this weekend, the entire First Presidency and Quorum of the 12 Apostles are assembling outside the United States for what is believed to be the first time in the faith's 188-year history. Is Tad going to even talk about the security procedures that are going to be necessary? They're going into the belly of the beast for Mormons in Rome. The church announced the noteworthy gathering in a news release on Friday. President Russell M. Nelson and other leaders will dedicate the Rome, Italy temple in 7 sessions on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Oh man, this is... Do they realize they're going as lambs to the slaughter? Or rams to the slaughter, as I pointed out in my other video? You know, I don't want them to die, I just want them to serve the rest of their lives in prison. Full meetings anywhere outside Utah are rare. You've already said never happened, so it's more than rare. For the 15 senior leaders, considered prophets and seers. You forgot revelators and translators. Tad. By 16 million members. I'm sorry, that number's 3 million according to my stats video. That only needs 3 more views to make 1,000. Come on, guys, help me out here. The First Presidency, comprising 3 apostles and Quorum of the 12, met together every Thursday, yep, that's what I said in my video yesterday, in the 125-year-old Salt Lake Temple, but the last time every member of both bodies gathered away from church headquarters was in 2002, when they all attended a temple dedication in Nauvoo, Illinois, according to church historians. That marked the first time the entire leadership had traveled to one place outside Salt Lake City since 1956, when church historians say they dedicated the Los Angeles Temple, the 10th temple dedicated in church's history. The closest equivalent outside the United States happened 178 years ago when 9 apostles led meetings in Manchester, England, said Ron Esplin, general editor of the Joseph Smith Papers. Who cares about him? He has no authority. For Latter-day Saints, an apostolic trip to Rome raises comparisons to the ancient apostles Peter and Paul. Please tell me, Tad, you're not considering Paul one of the 12 apostles. Who is Tad? What a dummy. Who reportedly preached in Rome and, according to legend, yay, let's bring up legend as news fact, were imprisoned and executed in the Eternal City. Eternal City? Seriously, Tad? By the Roman Empire in about 64 AD. In January, 2 Latter-day Saint apostles traveled to Rome and visited Mamertine prison, the dungeon prison that reportedly held Peter and Paul before their martyrdoms. Now more than 2,000 years later, Elder Rasband and I are privileged to stand here as modern-day apostles of the Lord Jesus Christ, said Elder David Bednar said in a short video, which I guess you can click on, recorded outside the prison. Well, how appropriate. They're going to dedicate a temple, and they're doing video at a prison, which abuts the Roman Forum and is about 1,000 yards from the Colosseum. Oh, yeah, and why not the Pyramids of Egypt? Why don't you throw that in as a distance marker? President Nelson recently filmed an introduction to a newly released virtual tour of the Rome Temple, another first for the church. A temple is literally a house of the Lord. Each temple is a holy sanctuary in which sacred ceremonies and propaganda. Shouldn't be doing this, Tad. Joseph Smith declared that the church he organized in 1830 was a restored Church of Jesus Christ and introduced the restoration of the... For if you want to know more about the Mormon Church, contact this number and they'll give you a free Book of Mormon. This is not an advertisement for the church, Tad. And now we're Bible scholar. No, there is no such thing as a Bible scholar at BYU. None of the credit hours count at other universities, guys. I've already tried it. They didn't accept any of my Rick's credit hours of Bible class. I had to do it all from scratch. Today, you'll need a passport. Are you kidding me? And you would need to know Hebrew, Greek, Italian, and Arabic. Ted, you suck as a reporter. While the modern Latter-day Saint apostles rarely travel en masse, they travel the world exhaustively in ones and twos. They never go in ones, Tad. They always go in twos, whether it's with their wife or with somebody from the 70. Fulfilling their roles in the Quorum of the 12 defined by the faith scripture in 1835, when they were charged to preach, and ancient apostles did and were described as 12 traveling council. No, they're not that anymore. Brigham Young changed it to standing 12. They go out throughout the world, not as missionaries. They go out to set up temples and churches and stuff. They have specific assignments. It's not to preach. Are you even a member, Tad? Research by the LDS Church History Department found that at area conferences in many nations around the world between 1971 and 1980 were attended by 2 members of the First Presidency and between 2 to 7 members of the Quorum of the 12, so blah, blah, blah. Prior to that, the only previous known time in history that supermajority is now one word, Tad, of Latter-day Saint apostles were together outside the United States was formative experience for the Quorum of the 12, strengthening its place in the church. 9 apostles met together in Manchester during 5 days in April 1841. First presidency and 2 apostles had remained in the United States. You're not asking the hard-hitting questions, Tad. Where's security procedures? The 9 apostles returned as proven, united in a group of blah, blah, blah. After the next 4 days in Rome, the church's leaders will not meet as a council of the First Presidency and Quorum of the 12 Apostles, as they do every Thursday. Okay, so now you throw something in. Over the next 4 days in Rome, the church's leaders will not meet as a council of the First Presidency and Quorum of the 12, as they do every Thursday in the Salt Lake Temple, to pray and counsel together and consider the draft. You put that in there for your own purposes. They do that to do the business for the week and send off assignments so that they can get going on Friday. To pray. They will return to Salt Lake City by midweek and resume their regular Thursday. Oh, goody. Thanks, Tad, for that information. As in Rome, the 2002 Nauvoo temple dedication had unique meaning for the Latter-day Saints Church broadcast. No, guys, you just don't understand. Putting a temple in Rome? Do you know what the Muslims infuriate the world for? When they conquer a people? When they bomb a building? Guess what they want to put on top of the destruction? A mosque. That's why 9/11, everybody was upset with the Muslims, because they wanted to put a mosque over the rubble of the trade towers. And then, of course, there's the Jerusalem Mosque, which infuriated the Jews and the Christians with the Crusades. Man, unbelievable. So, yeah, Tad Walsh covers the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints for the Deseret News. Walsh. I'm not. Unbelievable, Tad. Alright, so yeah, nothing about security procedures. They're going to go in as lambs to the slaughter. You know, at least they didn't get rid of Elder Uchtdorf altogether. They brought him in because he knew how to fly, and of course the planes brought down the towers, although there's a BYU professor in physics who said, no, there had to have been explosives set throughout the building in order for it to go down, but nevertheless the church brought in Uchtdorf because he knew how to fly. Unbelievable. Okay, so that's the breaking news. Unbelievable. So Mormons, kiss your leaders goodbye.